I'm going to make a recipe called carciofi alla romano, or artichokes cooked in the style of Rome, which is really simple. To start with, not a lot of people that I know use artichokes at home and seem a little bit scared of them, I guess, but they're really easy. I'm going to show you guys how to clean them down, and then to cook them in the style of Rome, we basically stuff them with a combination of breadcrumbs, lemon zest, and all the good stuff. Cook them really slowly. It goes really well with lamb or chicken. Roast meats are fantastic with this. This is how we do it. To clean artichokes, you need to use your hands here and just start by pulling the outer layers off the artichoke here. We're just going to clean these down about 2 to 3 layers until we get to these layers, which are starting to get much softer than the outer leaves. At which stage, you can take a knife and just trim the outer off there and really carefully just remove these outer tougher layers there. Now just slice straight through there. Once again, these can get removed. So I'm just going to tunnel in with a knife to remove the choke. And then we can basically just scoop the choke straight out like that. Once you've got the artichoke cleaned up, pop that into cold water with lemon in there. Let's give that a bit of a squeeze out, and that'll just stop these artichokes oxidizing or going brown. Once you finish all the artichokes, pop that into the water and let's hop on to the next step there. Into the breadcrumbs, add the lemon zest. I love dried chili, so I'm going to use some of that for sure. I'm going to chop this garlic a bit more and we'll add that in too. So you want to fairly finely mince this. That can go directly in with the crumbs. I'm going to take a small handful of flat leaf parsley and we'll run through that with a knife. It doesn't need to be too fine. And that can go in also. We'll grab some mint as well. And just like the parsley, we'll run through it with a knife. And a few sage leaves too. Once you've got the herbs in, you can add some salt into that mixture. And we'll get some grated parmesan too. Little bit of cracked pepper. And then you want to mix all those ingredients together. Working with one artichoke at a time, lift it out of the water. You can kind of just spread it out, those leaves just a little bit, and then start to really push these crumbs into the artichoke, getting as much in as you can. Now, with my right hand, I'll skillfully put a small amount of oil into the bottom of this pot. And I'm using this pot because it's nice and deep. We can get a lid onto there and it'll be large enough to comfortably house all the artichoke. So once you've got them really packed in, this is a bit tricky, this bit. I normally put my hand there and flip it so the breadcrumbs don't fall out. Now last up, we're going to add some white wine into here. And I'll add just enough water to come 1/2 to 3/4 of the way up the artichokes. At that stage, I'm going to wrap this really tightly with cling foil over the top, or put a tight fitting lid and pop them into a preheated oven on 180 degrees for about 25-30 minutes. These have come out of the oven. They've been cooking for about 1/2 an hour and I can feel that they're really soft to touch now. So let's get them on the plate.